just remember, it's not about making 2024 the best year yet. I mean, just let's make 2024 a better year. It's about getting back to what you value, your time, your spaciousness, things that you're interested in that really bring you energy and bring you that fuel to show up as your highest and best self. Ways that you could allow money to create passive income into your life so that money has more space and that you have more space and that you're not stressed out. Because this year is about taking chances on yourself and taking chances on that inner nudge that you have within you and just testing it out for the fun of it. Hey, I'm Jade Ellison, a multi-passionate creative based out of New York City who's obsessed with personal development and anything business, from marketing, branding, creating online programs to launches, and helping you step into your true self so that you can share your gifts with the world. Gain insights with manifesting, creating life on purpose, and get ready to elevate yourself in ways that will surprise even you. Included in your weekly dose of inspiration, get ready to be entertained, uplifted, and encouraged to take action with simple and easy to apply tips, tools, and strategies that fit into your busy daily life, sprinkled with some woo-woo along the way. From embracing your confidence to mastering success habits, setting achievable goals, and ways to harness positive mindsets and beliefs so that you can kick self-doubt and your inner critic to the curb where they belong. Whatever's on the topic call sheet, I'll help you navigate the raw, messy, and sometimes hilarious truths of achieving success, abundance, and happiness, all while encouraging you to become the best version of yourself. So think of me as your go-to girlfriend, talking over some coffee, getting real, and giving you some amazing advice to go from hot mess to thriving success. This is the Uber Savvy Life and Biz podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Uber Savvy Life and Biz podcast, where together we'll unlock your true potential to design the life and business of your dreams. I'm your host, Jade Ellison, and today is a super special episode because it is the season 1 finale, which is absolutely insane. And I just wanted to thank each and every one of you who have been tuning in and listening since the very first episode when I launched it over the summer. And for those of you who have joined throughout the season and have been sharing it with your friends, I can't thank you enough. It truly means so much, all of the incredible support and feedback that you have shared with me, all of the amazing guests that I have brought you this season. I hope you enjoyed each and every single one of them and all of their awesome stories that they've shared. It's truly inspiring to see when other incredible thought leaders and those who are pursuing their passions and dreams and making them a reality, where they started and the paths and unique journeys that they all took to get to where they are today. So that was the whole purpose of season 1, to inspire that within you. So while I'm sure there's going to be a huge wave of emails that you get from those whose list you're on, or those podcast hosts that you listen to, or even those who you watch on YouTube who are going to talk about setting your goals in 2024 and how to make them happen, I wanted to share with you 3 surprising ways to set your money goals in 2024 that has nothing to do with spreadsheets, pricing, or the number of clients that you need to hit, or even the amount of jobs that you need to book to make 2024 your best year yet. Because I wanted to inspire you to consider making money more easy and more spacious, and find out the things that fuel your interests and allow you to create more easy value for others that's fun and simple and really bridges your passions to allow that flow of some really cool passive income into your life and your way. And I'll get into that in just a moment. But before jumping in, if you want to continue to receive weekly inspiration and would like to stay updated when the upcoming season 2 releases, check out jadeellison.com and sign up for the VIP Insider List, where you'll get access to your Empowered Morning Mindset checklist, an awesome download you'll get completely free just for signing up, which will give you your ultimate caffeine-free boost to supercharge your mornings for success. Also, to find out when I have new mini trainings and free workshops that come up, because only those on my VIP Insider List have first access to find out when those workshops come up, because I will be releasing those in the new year. And when I come out with new freebies, so that you can get those as well, such as how to discover your top money archetype, which is a really cool quiz that I will be launching on my website any week now. So make sure you sign up at jadeellison.com. So I've been talking in some episodes this season about money being energy and money being consciousness. And that might be a completely new concept to you. And yes, money is a piece of paper that equals the exchange value for the amount that's printed on the actual paper, because money itself doesn't necessarily have value other than that deemed amount that's printed on the paper of money in whatever currency you have in your country. And you could even go further and say that the real value of money is put to the gold system, or really based on the value of gold or platinum, silver, titanium, or even those gorgeous jewels that really encompass the crust of Mother Earth, like emeralds and rubies, diamonds, opals, amethysts, sapphires, and all those other gorgeous rare gems that are the sparkle and the heart of Mother Earth. And what I really love about this concept in a book that I read by my favorite author, Charles F. Hannell, he wrote this book in 1912, and it was really incredible that he and the people then were really waking up to this thought consciousness and this awakening of spiritual connection and oneness with one another, and understanding law of attraction and what's like onto itself is drawn. You could even look at it in a scientific way as like attracts like. And he described wealth as a beingness, meaning like money consciousness. And that was really the first time that I understood money being an energy. So as mentioned, yes, the value of money is not necessarily the paper itself or the number associated to that paper. It's associated to that precious metal or to that precious jewel. But at the heart of money, if you go to the heart of money, the thought of money, it really comes down to that service that we have within ourselves, which is the energetic exchange of thought. Meaning, an author has to write their words in the form of a book and share those words in written form for others to receive that value, therefore that exchange value of somebody purchasing a book. Or a musician has to create music for others to hear. A cook needs to cook and come up with recipes for others to taste, to open up a restaurant, or to share their exchange value, you could say, with family and friends and those that they love. An athlete needs to put forth their physical performance to be at the top of their game, to be an Olympic level performer. Otherwise, you lose that mind-muscle connection. And even to take it further, a doctor has to put in years of study to master the human body, to master physiology, to properly diagnose their patients, to begin healing them with a cure. So the value of money is at the heart of that service, and that service really comes from the interest of an individual. So simply put, money is an energetic exchange of your services, talents, your strengths, your unique abilities, but there is a surprising aspect that will actually allow more of it to flow your way. And that's what I wanted to do this episode on, which is 3 surprising ways to set your money goals for 2024. So the first surprising way to set your money goals for 2024 is to make it a spacious money goal. So what do I mean by that? A lot of people, especially, I know that there is a lot of stress going on in the world right now, some uncertainty. There has been massive shifts in industries closing down for several months, like I have gone through when the union closed and they were on strike for 6 months. There was no work as an actor. And thankfully, I had my coaching business, but there was a lot of people who weren't ready for that close. So what do I mean by making money spacious? Meaning not needing to make it, I need to make an X amount by this date, because that puts stress on the energy of money. But when you make your money goal spacious, when you look at your entire year as a whole and you say, you know what, it's not about the quantity of how many things I book this year, but it's about the quality, or it's not about the quantity of how many projects or how many launches that I do this year, or how many clients I book this year if you're an online coach, but about the quality that you focus on. You could actually space out your energy and allow the quality of work and the quality of your clients and the quality of your bookings to raise up to that spacious energy. Meaning, if you're an online coach and you have a goal to scale from 5 to 6 figures or from 6 to 7 figures this year, you might think, I have to work extra hard and I need to do 3 to 4 more launches this year. But it could be a matter of you zooming back and looking at your program page and saying, well, what additional value could I do to this particular program that I already have right now and increase the value of it, therefore potentially increasing your prices and then attracting higher quality clients so that you're focusing on less clients and giving them more value, therefore making space so that you're not overworking yourself. And what creating more space in your life also does is allowing yourself to be more deliberate with your focus on that specific goal. So you might say, yes, I need to work harder to hit this higher number or to scale from 5 to 6 figures or 6 to 7 figures. Or if you're in the entertainment industry, hit your first 5-figure job. But you do that by not stressing about needing to hit that 5-figure job. You do that, which I'll get to in the second surprising way to set your money goals. But you do that by creating space and by creating other forms of income for yourself. Also, by doubling down on what's working. So you might focus 2 days a week, if you're an online coach, to refining your program and your product page, and then give 1 full day to actually refining your checkout and testing your checkout system. Like Flowdesk, for instance, I use Flowdesk, and they have a really simple email system and a really simple checkout that is attached to Stripe, which is what I'm going to be using when I roll out my first digital course and when I roll out my live courses this year, because it's so easy. And I'll actually link that in the show notes, because if you're even new to the online world and you think, hey, I want to start putting myself out there and I see all these people creating digital products and I don't really have a website, but I want something where I could share a link and have a description and a checkout page, Flowdesk is really great. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes for that as well. And being deliberate with how you're spending your time specifically. So that might mean just looking at your month and realizing if you're going to give yourself a 4-day work week, you might spend 2 full days refining your programs and your copy and 1 full day on your checkout system to make sure that it really flows easily. If you're an actor or a creator, you might spend 2 full days rehearsing previous scripts that you worked on so that when you get a 4 to 5 page or 10 page set of sides for a scene, you could be off book within 2, 3, 4 hours so that when your audition is due the next day or 2 days later, you're not panicking. You're working that muscle. That's why I shared with you earlier that money is an energy. And that energy comes from service. So when you serve the script, when you serve your program pages, when you serve your checkout pages, and you make sure that everything's working and in place, you're creating that space so that later when you launch, or so later if you're an actor or you're a creator and that opportunity or that booking comes, that you are ready for that next step. And that's how creating space will allow more money to flow into your life. Yes, have a money goal. And you could do the numbers, and I'll get to that in a moment, how you could set specific numbers and work towards that. But when you make that space and you give yourself that time, you get those ideas, you allow yourself to focus on the quality over the quantity, and the universe will reflect to you more abundance in terms of quality clients or quality bookings. So I hope that's helpful. So that's a really great first surprising way to set your money goal for 2024. And the second surprising way to set your money goals for 2024 is to make it a feel-good money goal. So this entire season has been about pursuing your passion, focusing on your dreams, what really fuels you, and what you would continue to do if you didn't have to get paid, or what you would like to work towards so that you could look back one day and be super proud of that specific project that you worked on and feel really good about it. So make it a feel-good money goal is meaning doing something you're interested in that doesn't feel like work at the end of the day and that you could do every single day because it's exciting and you could turn that into your side hustle, but in a feel-good way. For instance, my hubby is super passionate about health and fitness. And even though he has an incredible, thriving barbershop, he's constantly talking about health and fitness with his clients. And there's clients of his who have had trouble over the years putting muscle on, putting weight on, because they have super fast metabolisms. He's so into nutrition and health and fitness and bodybuilding. I would say he's an expert in that as equal as he is an expert in being a barber, because he's devoted so much of his personal time to understanding health, nutrition, macros, and all of that. So when it comes to talking about health and fitness, it's so easy for him to share that with others. So he's actually looking into, and I'm coaching him to do this, to create a mini program, which is like a mini workbook that he could give to his clients, that they could go to this checkout page that I just shared with you, buy it from him for whatever his cost is. And if they want to upgrade for more in-depth training, he's actually going to be creating something so that they could learn and feel like he's right with them, teaching them how to take their nutrition further or how to do proper form when it comes to working out at the gym. And the reason I use health and fitness as that thing that you're passionate about is because it could be anything in your life. You can be really passionate about music. You could be really passionate about just understanding thought mastery. I love thought mastery. And that's what a lot of the basis of the podcast has been this first season, is really understanding our thoughts and recalibrating them and refocusing our thoughts on what's going to serve us to have a better outcome in our days and our lives collectively. And for instance, if you're an online coach who's already doing this and you're teaching others how to eat consciously and how to live their life more consciously, maybe a mini jumpstart program would be something similar to what I shared with my hubby to get somebody on the fitness and eating plan, is to just start off and maybe make a list of superfoods that are really nutritious, that could fuel someone's mind, body, and spirit, and also give them examples of what each of those superfoods are doing for the metabolism, make a mini workbook and give them a little guide so that they could hold themselves accountable, and then create that as a mini ebook that you could put on a checkout page. And that's a really feel good money goal to have, because you're doing something that you do naturally daily, except you're putting it into a form that others could benefit from. So you might think, well, I don't really want to get paid to do this thing. And yes, I totally understand, but that could be a potential money block in the sense of you saying, well, I don't want to be paid for this thing that I'm so good at. I would like to say, well, why not? What if that thing that you're really good at could be that service, that value to somebody else who wants to give you the exchange value of money because they want you to teach them, you know? And I have a friend who is this incredible jewelry designer, and she makes jewelry like it's the easiest thing. Like, she'll put a pair of earrings together, she'll design earrings. She's made other forms of jewelry. And it's like, well, why don't you put that in a little like video format or a little ebook to teach others, like, this is where you go get those materials. This is the investment that you could consider spending on materials. This is a way to save money on spending for the materials. And these are the steps of get your products first, get the glue, get everything that's going to hold it together. Then this is how you set up your workspace, and then like do the steps A through Z, because believe it or not, we all have something to share with one another. And there is a lot of value, that feel good money goal that you could say, by sharing it with someone who wants to learn from you. And that's a really easy bridge to make it an organized and visual way to help others who are in your life further understand the topics that you're already sharing with them and that you already enjoy sharing. So that you could consider as like a passive stream of income. And that could be a feel good money goal. So you might say, you know what? I have a 9-to-5 job. I don't even have to think about passive income, which is great. But what if you use that passive income and you say, okay, I'm going to make this a game. I'm going to make a passive income goal of $1,000. I'm just lowballing it, like really low. And I'm going to use that $1,000 to update my bathroom, or I'm going to use that $1,000 or that $2,000 passive income goal to go on a mini trip. It could be anything that's going to support you to make it a feel good money goal. That is really the second surprising way to set your money goals in 2024, is creating something that's a feel good money goal that also has that ability to give you passive income, something that you just do naturally, that you don't even have to think about, and that you're able to be of service and help others with that energetic money exchange that doesn't feel like I have to make this amount of money to pay my bills. Yes, we all have to make a certain amount of money to pay our bills. But if you make it a feel good and easy money goal, which is something that you're just naturally good at, then you're more likely to do it and it won't feel like this sense of pressure. And that really is the best way to approach allowing more money into your life and the life of those you love. Because when money has space and money has this energy of feeling good, it flows more. I know that there's times that I've been like super stressed about money, and there's times that I get really fine focused on what's going out. And I say, wait a sec, I have so much knowledge between my coaching business and between what I know that I could attract with my acting gigs. And all I need to do is just reassess, where have I been putting my focus? Who can I reach out to? Where can I offer my services more? And then when I start to do that, and I don't make it about like me and this specific money goal, and I make it about somebody else, and I make it about those who I want to help, that's when like the universe reflects it back to me and is just like, oh, you're helping others. Here's another form of abundance and a stream of abundance that can come your way. And that brings us to the middle of the episode. If you are enjoying this episode, if you could share it with 3 friends who you feel would like the topics discussed today, that would be awesome, because you never know who you can uplift. And if you could give it 5 stars on the podcast app that you're listening on, it truly helps get the show in front of more like-minded individuals like yourself and allows me to continue to bring amazing content like this to you, so that when I come back for season 2, I have more incredible guests and even more valuable content that could help you in your life and biz. And also make sure you sign up for the VIP insider list at jadeellison.com, which will give you immediate access to when I launch my money archetypes quiz as soon as it comes out. Because once this launches and you take that quiz, you'll be able to find out your top 3 money archetypes, how your money personality affects your life in all areas, and how you could use your money archetype to create the passive streams of income that work for your money personality, and also how you could use your money archetype to better show up on camera, especially if you're an online coach or an actor. If you're an online coach, it will support you with your offers and ways to effortlessly share and offer your programs when you're on camera. And this money archetype quiz is absolutely game changing. It really helps break you through that glass ceiling and show up more confidently when sharing your pricing and packages, as well as show up confidently on camera if you are doing anything that has to do with being on camera. And the third surprising way to set your money goals for 2024 is make it a fun money goal. Meaning, yes, set your money goal to make more money this year. Absolutely. And then segment a part of that money as a fun money goal. Meaning fun, like intentionally set it and create it in a container or a jar. I like to call it my money jar, for a new savings that you could designate fun money to, like a tropical destination or a new entertainment center at your home. Or maybe you want to add like a hot tub or jacuzzi outside. You could do this fun money goal and set 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever you want to play with. It could be, depending where you are financially, it could be a really big money goal to maybe have a second beach home. But whatever it is, I'm just going to stick to 5,000 just for this example. I mean, if you want to be really bougie and you want to be like, I want to fly private, you could look into like flyxo.com and look into the fly private. If you want to just take it beyond first class and you're like, I want to fly private, you go and do like that private plane network. So make it the fun money goal, say the $5,000, and you're going to use that for a vacation. This way you could level up your feelings to work towards something that's exciting, that you have this fun money goal to set your sights on, like that tropical destination, and experience something fun, to be connected with more like-minded friends. Maybe it's a mastermind that you want to go on for yourself, but whatever it is, make it something that might feel like a stretch, but that you could definitely hit. So for instance, I'll specifically break down this $5,000 money goal. You could say, in the next 10 months, I'm going to set aside $500 a month. So that's about $125 a week if you get paid weekly, or $250 if you get paid bi-weekly. If you're in the online world and you're an online coach, you might say, you know what, I just have to get a mini course in front of 100 people. So if you have a $50 mini course, for instance, and you want to get that in front of 100 people, that's your $5,000 fun money goal. And that could be as simple as going back to the second surprising way to set your money goals for 2024, when looking at passive income, you could literally look at your business and decide what is it that your clients are asking you for on a daily basis, or that you're sharing with your clients on a daily basis. Or if you already have a 9-to-5 job, or if you have a business, what are you really passionate that you are talking to other people about all the time, that you share this information freely, that somebody else would just love to have in a very organized fashion, like a mini workbook or a mini checklist, and how you could create that and put something together for them, like a mini ebook or a mini course. So say you have this fun money goal and you want to use this $5,000 for a fun trip, and you want to give yourself 10 months this year, 2024, to hit that $5,000. So you could say in 10 months, that's $500 a month. And if you created this really cool ebook or this workbook or this mini course, and you say the exchange value of it, you made it like worth $50, and you have 10 people in 1 month buy that $50 book from you, hence the exchange value of money, and give you $50, that's 10 times 50 is 500. And then you just do that again in the next month and the next month and the next month. And you share that with 10 people a month. In 10 months, that's $5,000. And that's a really fun, easy way to make passive income. You might be saying, Jade, I have no clue what to do with online businesses, or I don't even know where to start. Well, that's why I shared earlier that I'm going to put in the show notes how you could look into Flowdesk, which you do not need a website. It's so easy. It's like one of those email systems that you look at that you could just figure out just by even watching a few tutorials on YouTube. I'll link it in the show notes. And it also doubles up as a checkout. So they have the email part and then they have the checkout system. And depending what membership tier you get, I did the email system and the checkout. So I have both. And that's my intention, because it's a super simple way to share my mini e-course and to share my products and programs. And it's attached to Stripe so that when they go to check out, they have that easy setup, that secure setup and that secure page. And then if you just follow the instructions, it shares with you very easily, like once they check out, that you could create a thank you page. And it's one of the easiest things that I've ever looked into and that I've been using. So like I said, I will link that in the show notes for you to look into more so, but that's super easy for you. And you might think, well, I don't need an entry-level product because I'm an online coach and I really like to coach mid-tier, or I have top-tier programs. Well, then you could look at it in a way of, well, how could you create a fun money goal to have a mastermind, or how you could create that fun money goal so that it's fun for you as well. And maybe do a VIP weekend with your top clients and see if they would like to learn something new that you were considering offering. That's also a fun way to set your money goals. So I hope that's helpful. I realize that these are different, surprising ways to make money in 2024. Creating space and making it something that you're interested in doing that could allow passive income in your life, and then making it a fun money goal, something that you're excited to hit in terms of an actual number, will give you that fuel to want to keep showing up and find new ways to make it a game. Because when you can make money a game and you could create space and you could allow it to flow to you, you're not only just making space for money to flow to you, you're making space for your higher self, the universe, to give you ideas for more ways that money could be an energetic exchange between you and someone else. So I really hope that's helpful and that you could look at it in a new way of surprising ways to set your money goals in 2024. And I'd love to leave you with this incredible quote. There came a time when the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Anise Nin. And what that means is, if you've been listening to this podcast with me, if you've been getting inspired ideas, insights, ahas, if you've been getting signs from the universe to step into something more, this quote is really saying that staying where you are and keeping quiet and doing nothing with all of those incredible ideas inside of you is going to be harder and will build up with feelings of like, wanting to burst out. So taking that first step, taking that risk, using your voice, doing something with your ideas so that you could see where your ideas sprout to blossom, to take you further than holding you back than what you came here to do. So I hope that inspires something new within you. I hope that inner voice in you gets to blossom this 2024. So let's recap the 3 surprising ways to set your money goals in 2024. Is 1, make it spacious. Make the timing spacious. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So if you know that you want to go from 5 figures to 6 figures or 6 figures to 7 figures, make it spacious. That doesn't mean you have to work harder. It just means you need to work smarter. Double up on things that are working. Focus on revamping your program pages to bring more value. Focus a day every single week on your checkout pages to make it really streamlined and easy for other people to buy your programs from you. That's what I'm getting set up to do in 2024 with Flowdesk. And I'm going to link that in the show notes for you and make it easy for others to be able to work with you and create that spacious timing. If you are in the entertainment industry and you're waiting for your next acting gig, don't wait. Do something with that time. Be a master of your craft. You have to show up. That's the energy of money. The more you give, the more you'll get. If you spend 1 day a week refining your ability to be off book on 5 to 6 pages, 10 pages of sides from a scene, and you get that overnight audition where something is due the next day or 2 days later, you're going to feel ready. You're not going to feel like, I don't feel ready to do a 10-page scene. You will feel ready. And that's the whole point of this first surprising way to set your money goals for 2024, because money will flow to you. Those bigger roles will flow to you if you are prepared for that. And if you're an online coach, those bigger clients, those higher level clients who want your services will flow to you if you're making space by creating more value in your programs, taking out the quantity of things and just really focusing on creating value on those 1 or 2 things that are going to create that massive transformation, and then making it really easy, refining your checkout that 1 day a week to make it super easy for somebody else to work with you. And the second surprising way to set your money goals in 2024 is make it feel good. Make it a feel good money goal, something that you're already interested in talking about every single day that doesn't feel like work, something that you would show up to because you're interested in doing it, that you could look to make it a side hustle, that you could look to and think, how could I tweak this and allow this to be some passive income, something that people come to you daily and ask for your help with. Like I said, my hubby, he's a master of health and fitness, and he's helped transform so many lives in terms of the guys who come to his shop that he shares his nutrition, that he's studied and has refined over the years, his weight training practices, because he's worked with coaches. So he's taking his knowledge and then passing it down to others who are brand new to this whole fitness and health world and seeing them transform. His clients who have been lean and toned for years, who might have a super fast metabolism that might never have been able to put muscle on or weight on, are now able to put muscle and weight on because they're on an eating routine. They're eating the right macronutrients. They're going to the gym and hitting the right muscle groups and doing something like that, where you're able to take that knowledge and put it into like a mini ebook and then share it with others so that they have a visual go-to of your knowledge, is really how you create that passive income and that exchange value in a way that feels good because it's something that you naturally do. So that's the second surprising way to set your money goals in 2024. Create passive income with something that you already enjoy doing. And the third surprising way to set your money goals for 2024 is make it a fun money goal, something that you're excited to hit, like how I mentioned, creating that actual container or that money jar, that fun jar that you could set aside for a trip, for a vacation, a tropical destination, a mastermind that you want to treat yourself to, and work backwards from that. You might say, I have a goal of hitting, I'm just using this as a clean, easy number, $5,000. I'd like to create a fun money goal of $5,000 and put it in my money jar and hit that within the first 10 months of 2024. So just work backwards from that. That comes to $500 a month. And if you do step 2, that second surprising way to set your money goals for 2024 and create passive income by creating a mini ebook, or a mini course, you might say the value of this course is $50, and $50 times 100 people in 10 months, that's your $5,000. You might even break that down further and be like, well, how would I get my $50 mini course in front of 100 people? You might just break that down and say, well, that's only 10 people a month. That's easy. I talk to more than 10 people a month about something I'm passionate with. I'm sure you have more than 10 people in your Facebook Messenger or your Instagram Messenger if you don't have an email list. And if you're an online coach and you're in the online world, I'm certain you have well more than 10 people on your email list who would be more than happy to invest in your knowledge and get your mini course or your mini workbook for that exchange value of $50, especially if it's going to be something that's going to be tangible for them, that they could put to use right away, and that will help transform them and take them to that next level. So for instance, I mentioned if you like talking about conscious eating, that you could create a mini workbook of superfoods that specifically would be those first superfoods that someone could incorporate into their life to start feeling healthy and feeling more energized, and then ways to track their eating habits and put something together that is going to be of value to them. And if you want to make your fun money goal something like, well, I would like to create a mastermind, or, you might say, I don't want to do an entry level product if you're an online coach. You could also say, well, then how could I make this a fun money goal and give to the clients that you already have and bring something new and exciting to them? And you might say, well, I have this new part of my program that I want to launch, and then maybe invite your top clients to a VIP day and offer it to them there. And that little amount, I don't want to say that little amount, but that mini goal, that $5,000 that you would like to hit, that might be 10 clients for a VIP day of $500, because you're giving them such massive value that after that VIP day, they're able to implement that knowledge that you give to them. I know that I have several casting directors who listen to the podcast. So that VIP day might just be a masterclass of how to hone your auditioning skills so that when you get auditions back to back, how to show up as your best self and go from character to character and go from commercial auditions to a film audition or a TV audition, and the different ways to set yourself up for success to rehearse and practice for each. And that VIP day, hence a one-day workshop, easily actors invest in themselves and pay anywhere from $297 to $497 for a workshop to work with casting directors who have the ability to share their knowledge from working with top productions in film and TV and national commercials. So that's another way to kind of like move that idea from online coaching or from health and fitness, conscious eating, to even the industry of acting. And I hope that's helpful. That was a super fun episode, and I hope you enjoyed the topics discussed in this episode. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sticking with me this first season. I am so incredibly thankful for each and every single one of you. And just remember, it's not about making 2024 the best year yet. I mean, just let's make 2024 a better year. It's about getting back to what you value, your time, your spaciousness, things that you're interested in that really bring you energy and bring you that fuel to show up as your highest and best self. Ways that you could allow money to create passive income into your life so that money has more space and that you have more space and that you're not stressed out. Because this year is about taking chances on yourself and taking chances on that inner nudge that you have within you and just testing it out for the fun of it, not because it has to happen or not because you're trying to shove this circle into a square peg, but do it because you're just curious where this path leads. And, if that means investing in a coach who could show you how to do these things from A to Z, or even just show you how to put yourself out there and make it easy, that's what I'm all about when it comes to coaching my clients and guiding them to create their signature programs, which is basically like how to take your idea and put it into steps that's going to really help give that transformation to who you want to share your program or your ebook or your product with, and allow you to get your idea out there and put it out there as a mini course and put it out there as a coaching program and see what you could revamp and how you could launch it. And that's what I do in my Spotlight Your Biz Academy. And in my Spotlight Your Biz on camera class, I coach others to show up confidently on camera and how to share their programs and how to share their offers in a way that feels like, here, I'm just passing the salt, like just easy breezy, and being able to talk about pricing in a way that is effortless and secure and confident and really no big deal, because we all have our value that we put on our programs. And what someone puts value on their program, and it might be like a top tier program, and what someone puts value on, say, an entry level program that might be like a mini program, they're both equal in terms of the service that they're putting out. So I just want you to know, when it comes to investing in yourself, start off where it feels comfortable for you, and make sure like you look into coaches and you look into programs that resonate with you, that you know, like, oh, I definitely am going to implement this. Don't just buy the things that you see on ads on Instagram or Facebook. There are so many things. Like, look into the person. I've done that before. I'm like, oh, this person, oh, they know something that I don't know. Let me buy it. Like, I learned that about myself from my money archetypes quiz that I'll be sharing with you. You actually learn a lot about yourself and how you spend money, how you invest money, how you save money. So make sure you stick with me and that you get into the VIP insider list, and you go to jadeellison.com. And then you'll find out when I have my programs that I launch that have the proven formulas to take your idea, organize it into parts, and put it into a digital program or an actual coaching program, how to price it, how to make sure that you share your program with love with your ideal clients, that it's not just like, oh, I just created this thing and I'm going to put it out there. Like, no, don't be robotic about it. Like, create it with love, create it with purpose, create it with your passion. And then those who are going to see that will want to support you with that and buy that from you. Always infusing your personal interests, and give yourself that freedom and that connection and finding your joy this coming year in 2024. Because if you could just think of it as like having fun, making money, making space, that could be like your motto for 2024. I know that this is the last episode, and I'm focused on getting back to personally connecting with my clients and bringing value and transformation into the programs that I've created, and revamping some of the programs so that I could create a bigger impact with my own offerings to my clients, so that when they go through my programs, they could bring their clients even greater value, having that positive ripple effect so that everyone feels that shift this year. And just know, I love the podcast, and this is just a mini break so that I could recalibrate, rejuvenate, and get refreshed to bring you even more incredible content season 2. And that's why it's so important to be on the Jade Ellison VIP insider list, because then you'll know when season 2 is announced, what incredible guests will be on season 2. And just know that I will have some rewind episodes and re-releases of other episodes that you could revisit anytime to keep the momentum going for yourself and keep that positive juju going in your life. Because what matters is that whatever you do this year, be consistent, keep the momentum going, and keep your interest alive. Because when you could do that, the universe will provide more things for you to be interested in, more aliveness, more energy into your life, and more people who will support you. So I look forward to seeing you soon. It means so much that you've stuck with me throughout season 1. Just be sure to go to jadeellison.com so that you could sign up for the VIP insider list, because you'll be the first to get the backstage pass when I do open up my programs, the special bonuses that I only offer to those on my VIP insider list. And just to stay tuned of more ways that you can stay in touch with me. I'm also on Instagram /Jade Ellison, and that's JadeElYsan as in Nancy. And I'm also on Facebook.com /Jade Ellison. So those are some ways that you could stay connected with me in between seasons. If you're not on email, even though I feel like that's the easiest and most fun way to stay connected with me to get my weekly inspiration. And whether or not I get to work with you in a more impactful way, whether it's through my programs or taking you to the next level on camera or with your money mindset, just remember, you are amazing. You could do anything that you put your mind to. because intentional focus plus attention equals amazing results. And we just have to focus on the right things that life gives us and be in that place with your family, your personal life, your community that will bring you smile, hope, and inspiration because we have each other to lean on. And when we can lean on each other, the world becomes a stronger, better place. So hold your hand to your heart and say these last things together. I'm here. I'm ready for a better year ahead. It's my time. Let's do this. Now hug it out. I'm actually hugging myself right now, and I'm giving you a big hug, a big virtual hug. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Uber Savvy Life and Biz podcast. That was awesome. I appreciate you. Stay committed to your vision, take consistent action, and know that great things are on the other side of that door. Because remember, only you hold the key to unlock your dream life. So why not start today? I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Can I just say, you're awesome. You just finished an episode of the Uber Savvy Life and Biz podcast. If you like this episode, feel free to leave a nice review and rate it 5 stars if you found it helpful. But if not, please don't rate it 4 stars. Just ignore this part. However, if you did like it, make sure you share it with a friend who may find some value in the topics discussed today. Be sure to share it with them because you never know who you could uplift. Also, if you want more, check out the show notes in the description, which would include any links that may have been mentioned in this episode. Are you still listening? Are you waiting for a blooper reel? That'd be a really fun idea to throw in the times. But seriously, are you tired of foggy mornings? Go to jadeellison.com to grab your ultimate caffeine-free boost to supercharge your mornings for success. That's right, your empowered morning mindset checklist. Your great day is just a thought away. Season 1. Oh my God. I'm going to miss you all so much. I will miss you. But this is just like a mini break, and I will be back soon. And make sure you sign up for the VIP Insider list because that's literally how you're going to stay in touch with me. And you could reply back to me. I might take a few days to get back to you because, I like to screen some of my emails. But jadeellison.com, JADEELY, S as in Sam, AN as in Nancy.com. Just go there, sign up, get your Empowered Morning Mindset checklist. Soon I'll have my money archetypes quiz, which is freaking awesome. And you'll find out your top 3 money archetypes. And then you'll find out the program that I roll out for the money archetypes. And you're going to be like, oh my God, Jade, why have you waited so long to share this with me? This is amazing. It's all about finding out your top 3 money archetypes and how that drives your personality in your business, on camera, when it comes to even just communicating. And Maverick, Ruler, and Connector are my top 3. So there's a lot of strengths, but then there's also some conflicts that take place because Connector just wants to chill out and talk and be everybody's, comrade and help everybody out. And then the Maverick is the one who is always wanting to create something new and move on to the next thing. And the Ruler is the one who keeps everything in order and wants to always just drive home a single message and keep showing up and doing your best and also not give up. So there's strengths that I have, but then there's also different things that I have to understand about myself. And I realize, wait a sec, I like to do things in short bursts and show up when I am at my highest and best, and seasons work for me. That's why I love acting so much, because being a part of a series, which has always been a goal of mine, is really fun because it's you shoot, you do your season, whether it be 10, 12 episodes on a streaming platform or 22 episodes on a network show like NBC or CBS, ABC or Fox. And then you chill out and then you get to do other projects. And that's what I really love about acting. As a Maverick, as a online creative business coach, where I coach female entrepreneurs with their confidence on camera and creating packages and their signature programs, I realized that I work best in bursts of, an 8-week course or a 3-month program or a 6-month program. That's usually my longest. And the different ways that I connect with my clients, creating their online modules or meeting them a few times a month to give them their training, then give them their assignments to get back to me so that I know and can see their progress and that they're applying everything that I've taught them as well. So it's kind of feeling everything out. I hope for anybody who listens to this that you enjoy all of these fun bloopers at the end. As I mentioned in the last blooper, I don't know if this is going to be part of season 2. It really depends who I get for my editor. So if you are listening and you are an editor and you're just like, Jade, I will absolutely add these to your blooper reel, then let me know. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Big hugs and kisses. So much love. So much love. May 2024 be an amazing, awesome year. And I will see you soon, real soon. All right. Take care. Bye for now. Much love.